Hey folks, very quickly want to look at what we would call maybe the top three hidden risks of petrol generators at events. Um, I get it. On the surface, petrol generators look like an easy way to power an event. They're small, they're portable, and they're relatively cheap. But what many people organizing events don't realize is that they come with risks that can put people in real danger. And we've seen a lot of these happen. So I want to briefly touch on three of them, some possibly more hidden than others. Um, the first one I want to talk about quickly was carbon monoxide poisoning. There's a stat that I've come across a few times that says one petrol generator can produce as much carbon monoxide as 6 cars. And because the gas is invisible and odorless, it can be impossible to detect until it's actually too late. Um, so if you're on, running a busy event with enclosed areas like tents or kiosks, it does create this kind of silent but deadly risk to staff and visitors. So it's a key consideration and one of the main reasons we think you shouldn't go near petrol generators. Um, then you got to think about fire and fuel hazards, which is obvious to a degree. Petrol is highly flammable, and storing or refueling on a live event site can itself be a hazard. So spills, leaks, or even small sparks can escalate quickly, especially if they're in a crowded event situation, and especially where people might not be aware of that danger being close to them. The third point I wanted to make was this thing about noise disruption. Like petrol generators create this kind of constant background noise. And that's not just annoying, but it can disrupt performances. It can make comms harder for your teams, and negatively impact that kind of overall atmosphere at the event. We've probably all been at shows with, small stages or whatever, and performances where we can hear the hum of the generator. Typically, that's going to be petrol generator. Um, so takeaway for me, petrol generators, they might seem convenient, but the risks they bring far outweigh the benefits. There are safer, quieter, more reliable alternatives. We've done some short videos on some of those. You can find them on our YouTube channel. And we've done a blog post as well with a bit more about power for events that we can probably pop in the comments down below. Stay away from petrol generators. Look at diesel, look at battery, look at alternative fuels, look at our other videos and the blog post, and you'll get far more insight and information on this stuff. Thanks, guys.